How do the richest people travel? Traveling is fun, but not everyone is built for it. Some enjoy going places for pure pleasure and luxury, while others travel because of work and business. Either way, we travel for a reason. Some may wonder to find their purpose, but that isn't really practical, especially if you're just starting your millionaire goals. But of course, the dream of becoming a wanderlust has probably crossed your mind in some way or another. Hello, welcome back to Luxury Life, where we talk about the secrets of millionaires, understand their rich and lavish lifestyles, and even get a glimpse of the most expensive things on Earth. At Luxury Life, we try to empower and inspire you so you can be a millionaire too. If you enjoy watching our videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get updated whenever we upload new content. Traveling is fun until you run out of finances. Generally, traveling is a status symbol. If you can travel, then you have plenty of resources. In a sense, the richer you are, the more places you can visit. The poorer you are, well, you stay at home binge-watching reality shows. The point is that going places require money. A lot of it. It would be the biggest joke if you thought of CEOs riding their bikes going to work. No, they don't. CEOs are very busy people, their schedules are almost always full, and a slight interference with their day can ruin the whole company. There are almost no poor CEOs, only less rich than the others. If you were to run a big and successful company, would you ride your bicycle and have sloppy helmet hair? No way! They would have their luxury cars and chauffeurs drive them back and forth. Moreover, they would be on their private jets crossing the Pacific even while we sleep. As the saying goes, rich people don't catch their planes. Rather, the plane catches them. While it isn't exactly advisable to have regular private flights due to larger CO2 emissions, that's why the rich have charities and foundations. You know, if they pollute the environment because of their busy schedules, at least they have contributed something in return for humanity. That's the general idea for the regular rich CEOs. But what about those who are on top of the list? We met those super rich CEOs who own million-dollar companies. Here's how the richest people travel. Number 5. Warren Buffett. This CEO had humble beginnings as a newspaper boy back in his younger years. And as one, he has ridden his bicycle many times. Now that he is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and currently the 5th richest person in the world, he now travels the world with his private jet. Berkshire Hathaway is one of the biggest conglomerate companies in the world, with several multinational subsidiaries such as NetJets, the largest private jet operator in the world. The company sells part ownership of private planes to reduce redundant and unnecessary expenses of owning one. Having a private plane is expensive. Maintaining one is another thing. With NetJets under Buffett's sleeve, no wonder the 7 Seas seem smaller. Warren Buffett adores private jet travels. Why wouldn't he? He's super rich and his time is literally money. Buffett owns a Bombardier Challenger 600 and has given it a pet name, Indispensable. His favorite private jet is so spacious it could house 9 to 19 passengers on a flight. The jet has 115 cubic feet of space for baggage alone. The most interesting fact about the Challenger 600 is its low noise and vibration levels. This could pass as the ultimate spy jet. Warren Buffett spends most of his time on flights and claims that he only drives about 3,000 miles a year. Moreover, he drives his Cadillac XTS, which costs $20,000. Number 4. Mark Zuckerberg. We all know him as one of the youngest and richest CEOs in the world. From Facebook to now Meta, Mark Zuckerberg is a famous and highly influential person in modern media. He is named the father of all social media influencers. Wow! He's also known for being humble and down-to-earth, and he is rarely spotted wearing expensive and luxurious items. But let this be known that those generic t-shirts are actually custom-made by Bruno Cucinelli. On a side note, A standard Cucinelli shirt costs about $500. Aside from Zuckerberg's minimalist fashion choices, his travel style shouts filthy on receipts. When we say filthy, it means filthy rich. Although Mark doesn't own a private jet, his travel plans are handled by Facebook on charter services. Chartered plane services are expensive and can cost between $1,300 to $3,000 per flying hour. Did you know that in 2020, despite the pandemic, Facebook had spent $25 million on charter services for Zuckerberg alone? Considering that most of us were advised to stay at home, Mark was flying all over the globe. When Mark Zuckerberg is not flying on chartered services, he mostly drives his modest cars such as his Volkswagen GTI and his Honda Fit. The Volkswagen GTI has the highest starting price in the compact car class, averaging from $30,000 to $36,000. On the other hand, Honda Fit could cost up to $22,000. And you think he only owns 2 cars? Hell no! He also owns a Pagani Huayra that costs about $2.6 million. How filthy rich, isn't it? Number 3. Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault is the richest man in France, in Europe, and even the richest person in fashion. He is the CEO of LVMH, a multinational conglomerate that handles luxury goods such as wines, watches, spirits, and perfumes, to name a few. He is worth $123 billion, and no wonder his travel lifestyle also comes with luxurious style. He owns a Dassault Falcon that costs $54 million. Knowing Bernard, everything should be fashionable and fancy. His Falcon jet has a height of 6.3 feet and is large enough to house 19 passengers in one flight. This French-manufactured aircraft can fly from 6,000 nautical miles with fly-by-wire technology. Since Arnault works mainly in the fashion industry, his presence is highly needed in the most recognized couture events. That's why he needs a reliable and dashing private jet to bring him anywhere. Bernard Arnault also has a super yacht called the Symphony. This mega yacht can house 16 passengers and 36 professional crew members. Luxurious as it is, the Symphony cost about $150 million with a running cost of $10 to $15 million. Number 2. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a game changer in this modern world. With his interesting and promising projects, he surely is one of the highly influential individuals in the world. Not to mention, he is super rich. When we say super, it's mega, humongous, jumbo, immense, you understand, right? Elon Musk has a net worth of $160 billion and is now the richest person in the world. Well, since the competition is high, this might change soon. Anyway, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla Motors travels the world in style and with regard to the environment. He is indeed a genius and has a bigger conscience in the Millionaires Club because he considers the environmental effects of travel emissions. Hence, his electric cars. He recently moved to California to focus more on Tesla's and SpaceX's projects. And mind you, he travels in great and expensive style. He has a Gulfstream jet which costs between $20 million to $60 million. Gulfstream jets are faster, larger, and have better range. These jets could fit 18 passengers and their cabins are customized to different configurations according to Elon's tastes. They have handcrafted chairs and 4 dining areas for work and for sumptuous dinners. When he isn't flying like the modern Batman, he mostly drives his Tesla Model S, which costs up to $140,000. And whenever he is with his kids, he switches to his all-wheel Tesla Drive Model X, which costs roughly about $110,000. Before we reveal who's on top of the list, here's an interesting fact you might want to share with your friends. Did you know that the airplane black boxes aren't actually black? The black box, also known as the flight data recorder, is painted bright orange. These boxes are painted orange so they can easily be seen in cases of accidents. The term black box is actually a World War II British phrase. During the war, There were many devices that stored classified information and were literally encased in non-reflective black boxes. Number 1. Jeff Bezos. Bezos might be the richest person on this list right now. As always, this could change. He was the former CEO of Amazon and has a net worth of $181 billion. He has topped the list several times, but is briefly beaten from time to time. You know, the competition is strong. He has wonderfully bounced back from a dreadful divorce and has immediately earned back his loss of alimony money. Anyway, Jeff flies in style as he owns a Gulfstream G650ER. Unlike Elon Musk, Bezos has 2 Gulfstreams, and we already know how great these jets are. Whenever Jeff Bezos decides to take a break from his wealthy god status, he drives his Ferrari Pininfarina Stereo, Bugatti Veyron Masonry Vivere, Lykan Hypersport, or his Lamborghini Veneno. Whoa! Maybe you can get your baby's names from these expensive cars. This entire fleet costs around $20 million. This is more than you can earn in 100 lifetimes. Well, kidding aside, these are the rich and wealthy beings of Earth. Nothing is impossible with this kind of money. So there you have it. This is how the richest people in the world travel. It sure is nice to travel like these people, but always remember that anything is possible and that you too can achieve this status and become millionaires in the future. Thank you for watching!